Super Bowl is done. We got the Deadpool trailer. That's right. We finally got it as expected, guys. And I gotta say, it didn't disappoint.
No, it did not. It was wow.
Yeah, but
what a trailer.
Yeah, the Super Bowl was probably disappointing for some of us, but yes, the trailer did not disappoint.
No, the fucking trailer was awesome.
Exactly.
It saved the Super Bowl for you, right, Chiapet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I still can't get as up as I was when I first saw the trailer. Because when I first saw it, I literally said, and the Niners, I think, were right about to start taking the lead. So I was coasting for the first good hour. It was in an afterglow, and then it started falling apart as soon as the second half started. And then the trailer, the memories of the gorgeous trailer started fading. But it kept me going a little bit, to be honest with you. Like all the updates from people and seeing that stuff kind of helped me through my pain.
Yes, there was so much fun stuff that also came out after the Deadpool trailer online. Online exploded. There was so much cool information that dropped, but we're going to bring forth some of that information. So let's break down the trailer together. So guys, immediately Deadpool trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine kicks off, and we see this awesome gathering for Wade's birthday over here, right? And some familiar faces here. Yes, even Granny there that he was crashing with from Deadpool 1.
Blind Al, my girl.
Yep, exactly, man. But so you got Colossus there. You got many familiar faces, and it's also quite weird to see Wade with hair. I don't know. That's probably the weirdest takeaway.
I loved it. I love this scene. You know what's interesting? Because we heard like, oh, Colossus is returning, and Negasonic Negasonic teenage Negasonic. What's it? What?
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, that's right. And Shatterstar's returning, and you're like, how are they going to fit everybody in? Well, these guys returning are just done in the opening monologue of the show, of the movie, right? Yeah. So they're gone right away. So yeah, they are returning, but it's just picking up from where Wade is to where he's going to end up being. But so that's interesting.
Even when I saw this scene, I'm like, you see Shatterstar, and I'm like, he died in the second one. So he clearly brought him back just for this birthday scene. Like, he saved him with that time travel device that he has at the end of the movie.
I wonder if we can use it for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. Maybe Taylor Swift is in this scene. You never know.
Yeah.
No. I think Taylor, if Taylor's in the movie, it's going to be either Dazzler or Lady Deadpool, right?
Not as herself. Are you sure?
You think that's a shot? Well, first of all, she's
absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's gonna be either of the two, like you said. Most likely Dazzler.
I don't know. It's Deadpool
meta. It'd be
never know.
insane not to put her as Dazzler. If she wants to be cast as Dazzler, and she wants to do it more than once, Marvel would be insane not to want to be in the Taylor Swift business. It doesn't make monetary sense. I mean, you want to if she's in a role more than 5 minutes, it's probably going to boost your box office by $100 million.
Absolutely.
Literally, though.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you, Chiapet. I think that is a solid person to have within the MCU, especially to bring in some new eyes. But besides Taylor Swift, back to the Deadpool stuff, because yes, I want to talk about Wade's hair, man. Wade's hair was probably the most mortifying thing I've ever seen, right?
Yeah, it's a little fucked up, I can't lie.
No, I loved it. I swear to God, I watched the trailer 3 times, I think. And every time I see the hair, I laugh and more and more and more. I can't get enough of the hair.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
When it just gets ripped off. I'm like, oh my God.
It's so good. It's like something out of like Three's Company. I can't get enough of it.
Let's get to the ripping off part, because yes, the TVA, from Loki. You've seen the TVA many places now. TVA shows up at Wade's door, kind of like what we expected, right? Even when we were talking in Beyond Time, when we were talking about and breaking down the Loki season for season 2. This was pretty much expected. Now the TVA looks like they got a slight upgrade to their equipment here. That's right. As you guys can recall, they had older gear, which I'll show you guys very soon. But the TVA shows up, and they whip out their pruning sticks, in which Deadpool makes a fun joke regarding that, including I would say a little jab to Disney.
Our first fourth wall break in the movie so far.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it's a jab towards Disney in the sense that should Disney be in the pegging movie business?
No.
I mean, it's definitely something new for them. I'll say that much.
It might be a market that they want to get
jab in a sense of like, how they've never gone this route, right? And he finally gets to do that and take a jab. We're breaking this wall right now.
Yeah, and the joke was great in the Peggy, and then the Disney was a great touch at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the TVA is there to take him back to the TVA. So we think, right? And back to what I was saying about the slight upgrade, as you can see here, this is from within the Loki show. We see that there's been a little bit of an upgrade, as I said, to the gear. So obviously being post-Loki, the TVA is now left off from the Loki series, hunting down variants of Kang, but that's up in the air right now, right? We don't know what's going on, but TVA is clearly at work here. So they bring him back to the TVA, and who's he talking with? Well, it's Paradox, man. Paradox is having a conversation with him. What do you guys think about seeing him here?
He looks like he walked right off the set of Succession, so exactly the guy I recognize.
Well, for me, the TVA stuff just brings up a whole bunch of other kind of no, Trev, no.
Keep it going.
No, why would Trev do this?
Put that when he's talking, you're trying to trigger him.
So for me, the TVA, like I said, are they recruiting Wade? Because it doesn't seem as if they want to prune him. It seems as if they want him.
Yeah.
So therefore, are we seeing Wade as some sort of
Messiah?
Special? He calls himself obviously Messiah.
Marvel Jesus.
They obviously tell him something, right? Like clearly they don't know what the hell Marvel means. But the Messiah part is probably going to tell him that he's kind of unique. Maybe he's a Nexus being, and that's why he's able to talk to. They're going to do some kind of fourth wall breaking thing like that. But they're really recruiting him. So all those discussions we had, where Anthony would say, or you would mention how is the TVA the new Shield, in the sense that are they the rassembleur basically of this type of the team, right? Is that what's happening now? Are we seeing the beginnings of that, where they're going to be starting to form their team because they see what's happening and they know the situation more than anybody else? Are they basically our exposition dump to narrate us to the end point of this phase? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I can see that. Clearly, the TVA is assembling for something, right? There's something going on here, and I think we get a little bit of an idea within the trailer. So let's move forward. Now we see Paradox taking Wade to what is the screens here at the TVA, right? Where he can show him things that have taken place throughout the multiverse. And of course, what we see here immediately seems to be Avengers: The Age of Ultron and Thor: Ragnarok within these three screens. So the main reason why I wanted to highlight this, because immediately after you see Captain America and you see Wade giving the salute, which is pretty funny. But hold on, before we move forward, what up, Lefteros? Appreciate you coming to hang out with us tonight. But back to what I was saying, the Age of Ultron stuff seemed to be a little dominant within the trailer, because even this scene right here, it feels like it's the exact same setting from the beginning of Age of Ultron.
I saw some people online say, oh, maybe it's Logan, like, the movie Logan, but it's like there was no snow in that movie. It can't be Logan. You're rewriting Logan. You can't be doing that. So I'm thinking for them to show us Age of Ultron and then cut to this, it's like, oh, maybe he's going through the history of the MCU and he's like, fucking some shit up. You never know.
And is his fucking shit up going to lead to Quicksilver being back or Ultron being back?
Yeah.
Are those shenanigans happening?
Or do they prune him and say, "No, you're fucking up too much. You're pruned," and that's how he ends up in what looks like the Void?
Well, I think he escapes to the Void, because in the Void, we'll see it later. So let's not skip to that. Yeah. But I think here, and it's funny because you mentioned the Ragnarok, BC, and online somebody posted up, is he in Hulk's bed? Right? Okay, there's a scene where it looks like he's in Hulk's bed from Ragnarok. And I'm like, how would he doing on Hulk's bed? It's obviously not Hulk's bed. And now that I didn't notice
the colors didn't look the same.
It's probably because no one else is there. It's probably at night. Mm-hmm. You get it's probably happening when nobody else is in the room, is what I presume.
I think if that's the case, Wade is totally waiting for him to get in that big bath.
Yeah, some kind of weird thing is going on in Wade style.
Yeah. Yep.
And theoretically, he's the one hero you could probably interact with because it would all be CGI. No, Ruffalo would obviously be down to do it because he's that kind of guy, and they can do it because they probably have Hulk rendered already. But so he must be jumping around to certain points in the MCU.
Yeah.
For what purpose? I don't know. But it's definitely there, or maybe just the ones that he saw, and he's going there because he saw them. Maybe.
I don't think he's going to be jumping to Echo anytime soon. So
I don't think he saw Echo though.
Something I want to point out though is, remember how I said it seemed there was an upgrade in the TVA's gear. Here you see him like throwing knives and stuff and pretty much killing people, and it looks like this is TVA agent.
Oh no, he's shooting them in the head. Yeah,
exactly.
The headshots, all sorts. Yeah.
It's not the Hydra guys from Age of Ultron. It's clearly the TVA.
Exactly.
Oh no, he's on the run. That's what I'm saying. He's on the run from the TVA. 100 Marvel Jesus. Yeah.
Marvel Jesus.
Yeah. He's on the run. He's escaping the TVA.
Yeah.
They tasked him for something. He told them, "F off. I'm not doing it your way. I'm doing it Deadpool way, Wade's way." And then shit got real.
Yeah. He says like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll help you guys." And then like he probably has to do. Oh wait, but I need this guy. I need Jackman. I need this and that. So
can I say something though? Is it possible that what they ask him is, "We're saving you, but we're gonna eliminate your whole timeline"? And then he's like, "Hell nah, hell nah."
Yeah.
That's what happens.
It could very much be that. But again, this is kind of something we were talking about with Loki when we were analyzing what could possibly happen in Deadpool 3. And this is it. It looks like it's unfolding how he's pretty much being recruited, but also escaping the TVA. So things seem to be lining up more or less towards what we predicted. But I just want to shout out Ozzy. Of course, yes, Marvel Jesus. Everybody's talking Marvel Jesus today. But yeah, man. So moving on from this, we then see something pretty cool here, and that's Cassandra Nova. Now, it's funny because it seems like every we'll say cameo of people that we see within this movie, in the trailer, seems to be back shots. Everybody's back shots.
Well, I'm ecstatic. I think when in our chat, Sam was like, "I can't wait to reveal more."
Yeah.
In the next one, and I'm like, "No, don't give me anything. Do the same trailer, just cut again. Maybe just show like Wolverine's eye or something, or Blade's next one. Like a cowl,
the mask. Just
like they haven't showed us anything, and it's still going to be like the trailer of the year and with the most views and talked about. I mean, it was Super Bowl Sunday. I think more people were talking about this trailer. By the way, hashtag MCU's dead, right? It's funny.
Yeah.
MCU's dead, and except that every single video needs to have MCU in it to make YouTube money.
You have to make a video on why it's dead so you can make your money back.
Yeah, you gotta make your money with the why it's dead. Yeah. But a lot of people were saying this is Professor X, and they're like, "Nah, bro, are you not paying attention? That ain't Professor X. That's his.
That don't look like Patrick Stewart to me.
That's the twin he ate in the womb that came back."
Yeah, exactly.
Spoilers for Cassandra Nova.
Super Bowl, what exactly? Everybody was focused on this, and rightfully so, because right here we ended up seeing a back shot of what looks exactly like Patch. Now, Anthony, you were talking a little bit before we went live regarding this scene, and I think it's pretty neat if they do play it the way you are about to tell everybody. So please dive into that.
So my bold prediction was that's actually not going to be Hugh Jackman. And it's Wolverine. Obviously, he's doing work for the TVA or something, and he wants to recruit Hugh Jackman because that's the Wolverine he knows and loves. So he's going to see this guy and be like, "Oh, there he is, Wolverine." He's going to walk up to him, turn around, not going to be Hugh Jackman. It'll be one of those maybe fan casts like Daniel Radcliffe or Taron Egerton, and he'll be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then he'll be like, "No, I got to find Jackman. This is not the real Wolverine."
Oh, that would be cool in this sense, though. How about you do that you just said? Awesome. But whoever is revealed there is the actual Wolverine from the 616. And that's how they reveal his casting.
Could be.
Because if he's jumping through the 616 timeline from Age of Ultron to Ragnarok and yada, 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 what if this is just Madripoor in the 616 and that's how they reveal our Wolverine?
Yeah, I kind of want to highlight Ozzy though, because I don't want to see Patch without Joe Fixit. That's right.
That's
Okay, now you guys are becoming insane. Okay,
100%.
we're not getting Joe Fixit in this movie, but man, I
mean,
need that.
We're getting a Red Hulk coming up soon, guys. I
Yes.
mean, we all want the Gray Hulk. They skipped Gray Hulk and they went directly to Professor Hulk. I think Gray Hulk is more entertaining than Professor Hulk, even though I don't hate
100%.
Professor Hulk the way other people do. I think it's more fascinating, but they just haven't done enough with him, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be really cool if they do what they said, Anthony, though. But even cooler if they tie it into the MCU and they reveal the casting. That would be.
It's just a fun way to do, like, you know how they did John Krasinski and Multiverse of Madness as Reed Richards. It's like a fun way to do, like, oh, look at your fan cast, it came through, but like, you know, we're not gonna take it seriously. It's a joke for the movie.
But that blew up in their face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's angry that it's not John Krasinski and it's Pedro Pascal.
I've said it on my podcast many times. I hated John Krasinski when he was being fan cast. He was in the movie. I didn't like him in the movie, so I felt satisfied when he died. And I'm like, he's not coming back. We good.
Yeah.
I don't like him as Reed.
So your take on Krasinski is my take on Karen from Deadpool, and you can't wait till she's Daredevil, and you can't wait till she's.
Pretty much, except literally that. Except I like Karen from Daredevil, but you know,
Well,
I digress.
Derek, man, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you swinging
What's
by.
up,
No
Derek?
plot, just cameo after cameo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like every new Star Wars show now.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. But pretty neat to see this little shot of Patch. You know,
The white suit.
Yeah,
I love Patch. Just seeing that got me hyped.
And the hair,
even
the
Hugh
hair,
Jackman or not.
the hair was perfect as well. It's so much better than even it was in the X-Men. Like it was more pronounced. I'm like, oh man, they're going all out.
Yeah.
It just makes me so happy finally getting it. We waited like what 24 years for this since the first X-Men movie. I'm so happy we're getting this.
Yeah, same, dude. JD's in the house. Go Kings, go. That's right. Football season is over. Appreciate you being here, bro. Let's focus on them Kings now. But yeah, okay, enough Patch. Let's move forward because this was interesting. I don't know who the hell this is. It
Dr.
did
Doom.
feel Dr. Doom. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying Dr. Doom.
It's what's his name? That actor from 2005 Fantastic Four. It's his Dr. Doom, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? That wouldn't surprise me because yes, it is the Fox universe, and at the same time, this scene here does seem a lot like the setting seems a lot like where Deadpool and Wolverine are fighting in front of the Fox logo. So wouldn't surprise me, man. I swear to God. But
you never
who
know.
knows? Dude, I'm gonna put my money on Mad Max since we're talking cameos.
Mel Gibson's gonna show up for Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I'm like, is that Taskmaster? Like for a split
Oh my
second, you know? And then and then Charles Murphy online was making fun of people saying it's Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna announce Dr. Doom as a 3-second cameo in a Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Or he's probably gonna get shot in the head.
Yeah. No, this guy's meat. This guy is probably gonna die very soon.
Oh, 100%. He's just a goon. That's all he is.
JD
Maverick, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But all right, let's move on from this dude. This guy right here, I think we're all excited to see. That's right.
Yes.
Pyro's gonna be making his way back within this movie, man, and I'm pumped about it. Look, you can see he's an older man now. That's right. He
Did
grew
you
up.
guys recognize him?
Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't recognize him at all until somebody pointed it out. I'm like, holy shit, like that's him. And he's wearing the Ultimate Universe Pyro costume with I saw it online. I'm like, damn, if we all know the rumors, there's a bunch of Fox actors rumored. I did not hear of this guy once, so I was like, shit, man. Like,
but you know, if this guy's coming, you know who he was ride or die with.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Eric was his boy.
I know.
Oh, sorry, I called him his human name.
Yeah.
Magneto.
He
didn't like when they called him the human name, remember?
You also can't forget his number one op, Iceman, you know?
Well,
see those guys get reunited. You know, maybe scrap it out a bit more. You never know.
Well, let's finish and then we'll talk about maybe what we hope to happen in this movie.
Yeah, no, we'll get to all of that, but before we do, Ferdy's in the house. Whoa, exactly. What's going on, bro? Saying he didn't recognize him either. That's cool. But stick around. There's a few things I want to talk about, Ferdy. I think you're gonna enjoy this. Now, this particular scene, obviously everybody was, focused on the shadow of what was about to hover over Deadpool. But if you look to the far left, you can see something laying right next to him. And if you zoom in, well, yes, it's a Secret Wars comic. And, staring at that, looking at what cover that might be, well, the one that kind of lines up with it because clearly it's the 25th, the Jonathan Hickman run. But yeah, man. So the cover that looks a lot like this is this one right here. So Secret Wars issue number 5. Now, what's ironic about this is, yes, the cover features the Beyonder with Doom, and when
Doom
you
from
read
2 slides ago.
yeah, when you read the book, well, you get a lot of backstory regarding where everything takes place, Battle World. So I thought that was interesting because clearly things are leading up to Secret Wars, and I think Deadpool, as we've said before, is going to be a very important movie leading up to that.
Yeah, I think even Marvel with their hints, like there's a reason why they pick cover number 5 and not number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Usually, like for example, I'll use let's say Spider-Man, the Homecoming trilogy. Every time there was a license plate, it was always the first appearances of the characters in the movie. So like, let's say it was Hydro Man in Far From Home, or like No Way Home. I remember there was Green Goblin, Doc Ock on license plate. So to me, them putting issue 5, meaning there's something significant about this issue that probably ties into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Battle World. Let's be real.
Yeah, 100%. It's Battle World.
Are we sure it's confirmed that it's this issue, or it's just a prop issue that they used?
Look, it's nothing is confirmed.
Yeah.
But if look at
it looks like that.
Look at the right side. Look at the right side of this, and then you look at the right side here.
Yeah. Listen, it looks like that one. I mean, I'm just trying to be, a devil's advocate a bit.
Yeah.
Our take, bro. We discussed it at the Loki show.
Exactly.
We know it nice.
I think we already agreed on it.
Yeah.
We all think Battle World's already there. We're just no one's calling it Battle World.
Yeah.
Except us.
Or you know what? Wade might call it Battle World. Like that's something that picture Wade end up in the void. Why would he call it the void? He would call it's an insane place where people are killing each other. He'd probably call it Battle World. That seems like what Wade would call it.
Yep. 100%.
Right? I mean, if you want to call it Battle World, it's just a strange way to name it, right? Having Wade name it is the way you get away with naming it that.
Yeah, and he'd probably do it in a weird, funny way, but
with a wink to the camera,
Yeah.
Before we talk a little more about Battle World, I just want to shout out the Comic Vet for swinging by. Appreciate you, and of course, my brother Guy Ford. Guy Forge is in the house. Nothing but love for Guy. Derek saying Chia demands confirmation. That's right. Don't blame the guy. Don't blame the guy. But yeah, so I totally see it like that, right? Where Wade is probably going to be the guy to name it Battle World, and maybe they roll with it, or maybe it's already named. Who knows how it takes place? But clearly, they're going to be setting up, Secret Wars with this movie. I expect Battle World to be pretty much set up after this movie, right? Once this movie's done, I think we're going to have a clearer understanding of where things are going moving forward with the MCU.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
100%.
And then, of course, within the final scene, what do we see? Well, we finally get to see the shadow with the claws sticking out. Wolverine. That's right. Our boy, Hugh Jackman is there. And I think a lot of people are pumped as hell to be seeing Wolverine once and for all. I know I'm excited to see him in full gear with the cowl, the mask. Dude looks insane. I saw it.
God.
I had seen, I don't remember which convention it was at, but they had a blue one as well. And apparently it was a movie prop. So I'm not too sure if they're going to have multiple versions of it. Maybe he does get the blue kind of.
If we're thinking about the blue one, apparently it was AI generated and fucked up. Yeah, that looks so real. But just the one from that promo art that leaked, holy shit, man. It just completes the costume for me. Like, every single set photo, he wasn't wearing it. But then when you just get the mask on, it's like, oh my God, the costume just looks like complete. You know what I mean? Like oh my God, I can't. Finally, man, we're getting just this yellow costume that we waited years for. Like, so satisfying.
Yeah.
I'm partial to the brown costume.
I love that one too.
I grew up on the brown. Like I was a little bit too young to get the run, and then I was super jazzed that Jim went back to the blue and yellow. But then I wanted the brown one for the longest while. So I just think it's more apropos for a Wolverine kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I get it. I love both, man. They're just what a cool costume that they never used in the movies. Who would have fucking thought?
Within this trailer, we didn't get to see Wolverine at all. We got to see him for like a split second when he goes to give him a shot, and then that was it. We don't know what happens after that. But I think that was enough information to be given to us within this trailer. We got what? It was around 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the trailer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
About.
enough information to be brought out. To be honest with you, I'm even okay with this up until the
Yes.
movie. I don't even want to see anything else.
No.
But some things I am seeing online, which are absolutely hilarious. Miss Minutes' actual account welcomed Deadpool to the TVA, so that was pretty cool.
Miss Minutes, what a freak.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
Guys, shout out to Marvel because this right here is
Gold.
impeccable
Yeah.
PR.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of impeccable PR, have you seen the other stuff that they're doing? Hugh Jackman is changing the
The title. Yeah, there it is.
There you go. So yes, he fixed it, and it's called Wolverine and Asshole. That's the new movie.
It's amazing. Also, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect Photoshop job. It's kind of seems less polished than the Deadpool and Wolverine thing, just slightly less. So it looks like it's kind of like jigged together, kind of pieced together. So
He did it in 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
So I had seen that Ryan Reynolds actually responded to this post from Hugh Jackman saying, like, you know, there's a long way from now to July, so buckle down, peanut type thing. So that's hilarious. I can't wait to see the exchanges as we build up towards the movie. But I do want to highlight what the comic vet here is saying, because it's exactly what I was thinking, is that considering the filming wrapped just a few weeks ago, we got a lot within the trailer. So they're really pumping and really putting stuff together quickly for this one.
Even based off set photos, it was a lot of there wasn't a lot of CGI sets and whatnot. There were a lot of built sets and whatnot. That's why I'm not shocked that they could give us a lot more and it looks more complete. Because when they're in that blue screen environment, it's like, okay, they got to work on it. It takes weeks to get a trailer shot out. If it's already like practical, it's ready to go, you know? You just color grade it a bit and they're like good enough.
Yep. Guy saying, I love how they love each other. LOL. Yeah, man. I wish my wife loved me this much. But anyways.
I need that necklace prop that they have on the poster.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best friends.
They're best friends. And then Hugh Jackman is responding that they're not best friends. You know, Wade is going to drive Wolverine bonkers.
Yeah.
It's going to be like he drove Cable nuts. Imagine what he's going to do to Logan.
Yeah.
Yo, Cali Comics in the house saying, I'm ready for the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury. Let's go. That would be hilarious.
Yes. That would be the greatest cameo of all time.
Bill Bixby, Bruce Banner. That's what we need. Actually, David Banner in the show he was called, but that's what we need.
Can't go. They weren't allowed to call him Bruce because they felt Bruce was too much of an effeminate homosexual name. By the way,
ridiculous. the logic back then.
That's insane.
Oh my god.
Guy Forge, I agree with you, man. The fact that you're gonna feel their chemistry on screen, because up until now, all we've seen is them fighting, right? We haven't really seen any bromance at all. So I look forward to seeing that take place once the movie comes out. But so far so good, guys. That's pretty much all we got within this trailer. Quick little breakdown tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're catching the replay, comment below. Let us know what you guys thought, what you thought about, the TVA stuff, the Secret Wars, the Age of Ultron possibility set, and so forth. Let us know everything you guys thought. And of course, Chiapet Anthony, can't thank you enough. Chat, those of you who swung by, this was an unannounced show. We just decided, hey, Super Bowl's over. Let's get Chiapet out of the funk and let's just talk about Deadpool 3.
Why would you bring him back up?
I didn't say anything. All I said is we're gonna get out of the funk.
28 minutes of peace in my head trying to think of Deadpool, and now you brought up the Niners again. Why?
He's not gonna sleep good tonight.
Obviously I'm not gonna sleep good, Anthony.
Yep. But there you go, guys. So like I said, let us know what you guys thought in the chat. And obviously, if we get some more stuff Deadpool related, we will definitely be back to talk all about that fun stuff. So guys, until next time, we will see you on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday live.
Live again?
Yeah, I'm going live Sunday.
We're not going to do another 4-hour pre-record.
No pre-records. You're done.
I'm done. I'm Karen. I'm fridged.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night,
Later, guys.